Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I'm creating 3 layers of protection. On the outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on my right side, a lion on my left side, an eagle above my head, a black tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall to go up all around me, creating a protective shield. The 3rd layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of mantra Om that I'm chanting. You know the visualization, the color, energy of the color coming up from Sushumna Nadi, sprouting from the center of your head, falling all around you like a protective layer of fountain. Keep this visualization going. Take your attention to your Mooladhara chakra at the perineum, between the anus and genitals for men, at the cervix for the ladies. 4 petal lotus, red color. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Swadhisthana chakra. At the spinal terminus, coccyx bone, 6 petal lotus, orange color. Take a deep breath. Increase your pitch further. Take your awareness to Manipura chakra behind your navel, 10 petal lotus, yellow color. Increase your pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Anahata chakra behind your heart center, 12 petal lotus, green color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi chakra behind your throat pit, 16 petal lotus, blue color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Agnya chakra behind your eyebrow center, 2 petal lotus, indigo color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Sahasrara chakra, center of the top of your head. 1000 petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadidastu Mavidishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. All the fingers interlaced, left hand thumb erect, right hand thumb rotating, right hand thumb and index finger rotating around the left hand thumb. Make your sankalpa by following me. I'm chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside me in your effulgent form. If you know the mantra, chant along. Otherwise, just be in the vibrations of the mantra. Keep the sankalpa rolling in your mind. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Very slowly disengage both your hands, keep them on your knees. Keep your body absolutely steady. In the steadiness of that body, visualize the steadiness of your mind. Ask yourself questions or their variations as to where the next thought is going to come from, or what is the color of the thought. And when you ask the question, there is a momentary blankness. Try to focus on that blankness and see if that blankness can be increased. That is your connection with your cosmos. That blankness, when the mind is totally blank, is when you are reverting back to your creation. So focus on that blankness. Feel yourself completely grounded to Mother Earth. Feel confident that she will always provide you for all your necessities in life. Experience a unique surge of energy coming in from Mother Earth, penetrating your body, reaching out to each and every brain cell and body cell, giving you a unique sense of confidence to face up to all external circumstances, be they pleasant or unpleasant. And very slowly open your eyes, release your position, and lie down on your back. We'll do a very quick body scan. As you're lying down, pay attention to your body. What is the posture in which you're lying? How is your feet? Are they flopped on the ground on either side? Or are they slightly raised from the ground? If they are raised from the ground, are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? What is the pressure on the heels on the floor? Are they similar on the right side and the left side? Or is one side seeming to be heavier than the other? Then back of your knees, are they flushed against the ground? If they are raised from the ground, the extent to which they are raised, are they similar on the right side, left side? If they are not, what is the effect between them and the side which feels heavier on the heels? Is the side of the heels which is heavier, is the side where the gap between the knees and the ground is more, or is it where the gap is less? Pay attention. Then both your buttocks, how are they pressing against the ground? Are they symmetrical on the right and the left? Then your spinal cord, start with your coccyx bone and tailbone. Are they touching the ground or raised from the ground? If they are raised from the ground, can you visualize what is the gap? How many millimeters? What about your lumbar vertebrae, 5 in number? Are all the 5 lumbar vertebrae touching the ground? What about your thoracic vertebrae? There are 12 in number. Go one by one and see if they are touching the ground. Can you feel them connected to the ground? Now pay attention to your shoulders. Are both the shoulders flushed along the ground or are they raised? If they are raised from the ground, are they raised to the same extent on the right side, left side? If not, connect between them and the side of the heels which is heavier. Is the shoulder on the side where the heels are heavier, pressing closer to the ground, or is it raised more from the ground? What is the connection? Then come to your neck. Try and gauge what is the gap between the neck and the floor. If you were to roll a towel to fill that gap, how big that roll will be. Whenever you get time, actually try to roll the towel to the same extent and see if it exactly meets with your imagination. Then how is the back of your head resting on the ground? Is it pressing hard? Is it resting lightly? What is the effect? Just pay one last attention to all the points, because you will be comparing them later on at different points in the exercise today. We are on lesson 4 of Myth of Aging. We completed lesson 1, in which we worked on the back muscles. We worked on the front muscles in lesson 2. We worked on the side muscles, the external obliques, in lesson 3. Now that you have worked on all these muscles, they have started relaxing a little bit, you're going to put them all together in creating a spinal twist. A spinal twist means some of the upper vertebrae, if they are rotating clockwise, the lower vertebrae are rotating anti-clockwise, or vice versa. This rotation is necessary for various movements in body, including a proper cross-lateral walking posture. So fold both your legs up, feet flat on the ground, knees facing the sky. And in this position, let your right leg cross over the left. The right knee is on top of the left knee. Right knee is on top of the left knee, crossing over to the other side. Now, in this position, take a deep breath, and while you are breathing out, let both the legs go towards the right side, towards the floor. Take both the legs to the right side, towards the floor, wherever you can take. Be in your zone of comfort. Don't go beyond your normal level. Don't try to touch the ground. Take it wherever it can go comfortably. Breathing in, come back to vertical position. Second round. Ashwini, you're going on the opposite side. The leg which is up on that side, your legs must go. Yeah. If the right leg is on top, then the right, you should take the legs to the right side. So right leg is on top of the left leg, both the legs will go to the right side. Second round, breathing out. When you are taking it down, be aware of the twist that is happening at the lower spine. The upper spine is intact for the moment. We will create cross-lateral later on. Come back slowly, come back slowly. Third round, breathing out. Take both the legs towards the floor. Breathing in, very slowly, let it come back. Fourth round, breathing out, you will take the legs down. Breathing in, you will take it back. And then, once you have completed your fourth round, please stretch your legs and relax. And then once again, feel your body and see whether you can notice any changes, however small the change is. Try and feel what changes are happening on the right side of your body as compared to the left side of the body. Just pay attention and see what differences you can notice. Now once again, fold both the legs up. Now, you will keep the legs as it is, join both the hands together, both the palms together, stretch them straight over your face. Straight, towards the ceiling, not behind the head. Towards the ceiling, yes. Keep them together. Please remember, you have to keep both the palms joined together. The elbow must be straight. This should not change. You will take the hand only to the extent you can. Now very slowly, while breathing out, take both the hands to the left side. Earlier you took the legs to the right. Now you are taking the hand to the left side. Take it wherever you can. Both the legs are folded. The knees are towards the ceiling. And they will continue to be there. Elbows should not bend. Anuj, elbows should not bend. Now, you need not touch the floor, you need not take it down, but take it only where you can comfortably go, and then breathing in, come back. Breathing in, come back. Second round, very slowly, breathing out, take the hands towards the left side. Now you're working on the upper vertebrae, twisting them to the left side. Breathing in, come back. Deepa, you'll keep both the hands joined together, straight up towards the ceiling, and then take the hands to the left side. If you can, towards the ceiling, straight up, yeah. Join together if you can. And then take it to the left side as much as you can comfortably go. That's it. Don't go too much. Take care of your shoulder. Last round, and then come back and relax and stretch your legs. Once again, feel your body and see what changes you can feel. Wonderful. Now once again, fold both the legs. Once again, your right leg on top of the left. Right on top of the left. Now, you will take the left hand straight over the head. Left hand straight over the head. And when your legs are going to the right side, your face will turn to the left side. Legs are going to the right side, face will turn to the left, and see whether this makes your movement easier, whether you can go down a little more. Just become aware. The left hand is along the floor, shifted over your head. Left hand is on the floor, over your head, yes. Very slowly come back and repeat. Very slowly come back and repeat. You're actually keeping your right leg over the left. Left hand is above the head. You're taking the legs on the right side, stretching the left hand, turning the face to the left side, and see if this enables your legs to go down a little more than where it went. Once again, if you want me to demonstrate, right leg is crossing over the left hand goes over the head. When the legs are going to the right side, you try to stretch the left hand, turn the face to the left side, and see how much you can take the legs down to the right side. And then very slowly breathing in, come back. So repeat. Once again, Anita, you have a doubt? Any doubt? So 2 rounds,
No, sir.
right leg crossed over the left. Left hand is above the head. Try to stretch the left hand away, turn the face to the left side, and then take the legs to the right side and see how much they can go. Slowly, you are working on your vertebrae that enables increased flexibility. You feel you can take it a little more. Last round on your own, and then we will relax. Last round on your own, and then we'll relax. One more round on your own, and we'll relax. Turn the face to the left side. Very good. Excellent. Wonderful. Relax. Now stretch both the legs out and relax and see the effect of what you have created on the right side of the body. Pay attention to the left side of your chest. Can you see any difference between the left side of the chest and the right side of the chest? Is the right side of the body lying closer to the ground as compared to the left? Do you feel the right side is elongated as compared to the left? You can test it by keeping both the feet together and see whether they are at symmetrical, or the right foot is slightly longer than the left. Now, we will repeat these practices on the left side. So fold the legs once again. Now the left leg will cross over the right leg, and you will take the right hand over the head straight away. Breathing out, you will take both the legs to the left side, turn the face to the right, try to stretch the right hand a little above and see whether this side feels a little easier to go down as compared to what you experienced on the other side. Just because you have practiced on one side, the brain automatically releases the other side as well. And then slowly come back. Second round, breathing out, take both the legs down, stretch your right hand, turn the face to the right side and see if it becomes easier. Then very slowly, breathing in, take it back. Third round, breathing out, take both the legs to the left side. Breathing in, very slowly take it back. 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 If you do it very fast, then you have lost an opportunity. It is not giving you the benefit that you are looking for. Last round, breathing out, slowly take both the legs down to the left side. Very slowly take it to the left side. Very slowly. Then breathing in, take it back very slowly. Take it back very slowly with complete awareness of the slow speed at which you are taking it back. Then stretch your legs out and relax. And now see whether any changes have happened on the left side of the body as compared to what it was before. How is it comparing with the right side of the body? Take a look at it. Then once again, fold both the legs. Join both the hands. Right now you worked on the lower vertebrae. Now you're going to work on the upper vertebrae. So join both the hands, keep them straight up. Fold the legs if possible. Then take both the hands to the right side. Take both the hands to the right side. And then very slowly breathing in, bring them back. Second round, now you will do some variations and see what happens. You will keep your eyes fixed on the ceiling and take the hands to the right side. Eyes and face are fixed straight at the ceiling and the hands are going to the right side. Keep the elbows straight, keep the elbows straight. Take only to the extent it will go naturally and come back slowly. Come back slowly. Now in the next round, you're going to turn your face to the left side, take the hand to the right side. Take the take the hand to the right, face to the left, sorry. Face to the left side, hand to the right side. And see how much less you are able to take now because of this restriction. Then come back slowly. Now let your eyes and your face follow your hand in the same direction. So let it turn to the right side and see whether this makes the hands go down naturally a little more without any additional effort from your side. Take the hands to the right side. Let your eyes and face turn to the right side and see whether this makes it turn much more than what it was before. And then very slowly come back. Very slowly come back. Ritesh, that was fantastic. There was no shoulder pain.
Sir, when I am turning right, no pain, but when I am turning left, it is painful.
Okay, so then when you're turning left, you be extremely cautious, go only very little, marginal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Complete the last round and then relax your hands, stretch your legs, feel the effect of this on your body. Then once again, fold your legs. The left leg on top of the right leg. We'll repeat the first movement and see whether it has become easier to take the legs down. And can you take it more than what you did last time? Take both the legs towards the left side. Face turns to the right side, right hand above the head, face turned to the right side, legs going to the left. See how nicely you are able to twist now, and then very slowly breathing in, bring it back. Bring the face back to neutral. Experience how much more you are able to go having practiced earlier rounds. Once again, breathe out, take both the legs to the left side, face turn to the right, stretch the right hand above the head as much as you can, without straining, without straining, without straining. Very slowly come back, very slowly come back. Slow coming back is important, slow coming back is important. Third round. Third round. Very slowly take both the legs to the left side, face turn to the right side, and see how much more it is becoming now easier to take it down. Then very slowly breathing in, bring it back, then unfold your legs and then stretch your legs and relax. Now try and see whether the left side is also lengthened. If you join both the feet together, they will be symmetrical now as compared to what you experienced earlier. Are you feeling that more of your back is now touching the ground? Pay special attention to your spinal cord. Can you feel more of your vertebrae either touching the ground or having come closer to the ground? How about the back of your knees? Has the gap reduced or is it already touching the ground? What about your shoulders? How is your breathing? How is your abdomen expanding when you breathe and how is it contracting when you're breathing out? Pay attention. Do you feel your breathing has deepened? That is, breathing in has become longer, breathing out has become longer. Just observe. You don't have to correct anything, you're only observing what is happening. You're only noting subtle changes in your body. You don't force anything, you just align yourself with the awareness on your own self. Now once again, fold both the legs. Now we are going to put cross lateral movement. This is something like you can imagine that somebody is holding one side of your body on the head side, one side of your body on the leg side, and they are twisting your body in opposite directions. The way you twist a washed laundry, the way you twist a washed laundry, that same way your body is going to twist now. Your right leg is crossed over the left leg. Both the hands are joined together. They are straight over your face, straight above. Keep the elbows towards the ceiling, Yeah, correct. Now first start taking the hands a little to the left side. After you take it a little to the left side, then take both the legs to the right side. That is where the cross twisting is happening. Experience this very carefully and see how much it can go. Then very slowly bring both the hands back, bring both the legs back. Very good. Second round, hands go down to the left first and then the legs to the right. You cannot take the hand too much down, so only take it a little bit to the left side, then let the legs go to the right side. Then breathing in, bring them back. Third round. Very slowly take both the hands to the left side, then both the legs to the right side. Are you able to feel the twist now? Are you able to experience the spinal twist on different directions? Allowing your body to go down a little more on the right side. Just see what is happening. Then slowly come back. And then stretch both the legs and relax once again. Once again, experience your body. What changes can you experience that this cross-lateral movement happened in your body? How is the upper side of the body feeling? How is the lower side of the body feeling? How are you feeling overall? Do you feel there is more sense of relaxation in the whole body? Do you feel a sense of increased flexibility in your own body? Then get ready to do it on the opposite side. So very slowly fold both the legs up. Now cross the left knee over the right. Join both the hands together towards the ceiling. Keep the elbows straight. Keep the palms joined together. Don't let them separate. Very slowly take both the hands little to the right side. Then take both the legs to the left side. Feel a nice cross movement. Upper vertebrae are going to the right, lower vertebrae are turning to the left. This cross movement is essential for various movements in the body, including your cross lateral walking motion. Then very slowly come back. Very slowly breathing in, come back. Get ready for the second round, breathing out, hands to the right, then legs to the left. Then come back when you want to come back on your own. Then relax. Then one more round, breathing out, hands to the right, legs to the left. Very slowly come back, very slowly come back. Stretch both the legs out and relax. Now that you have worked on the cross lateral movements on both sides of the body, see what changes you can experience in your own body. What kind of sense does it give you? Once again, pay attention to various parts like back of the knees. What is the change there? Both the buttocks pressure on the ground, what is the change there? Spinal cord, what is the change there? Shoulders, what is the change? Now we will do what we have already learned in cat stretch. So you will be keeping both the legs folded, keep them together. Hands are at the level of your shoulders, straight spread out. Now you know the right hand will roll forward, left hand will roll backward. Then the left hand rolls forward, right hand rolls backward. Practice this once. Practice this once. And now get ready. The legs are not crossed, they're all, both the knees are adjacent to each other. Both the feet are adjacent to each other. And now start rolling the right hand forward, take the legs to the right side. The left hand is rolling backward, take the face to the left side. Then very slowly breathing in, come back. Breathing out, the left hand rolls forward, the right hand rolls backward, the face turns to the right side. Then keep repeating this motion, alternating between the right rolling forward, left rolling backward, then left rolling forward, right rolling backward. Feel the nice cross twist that you can experience. Continue the movement. Nicely moving on alternate side. The side where the hand is rolling forward is the side where the legs go. The side where the hand is rolling backward is where the face turns. The hand which is rolling backward, that shoulder comes away from the ground. The hand which is rolling forward, the shoulder flushes towards the ground. Just experience this. Very slowly do it. Feel the effect of the muscles as you are doing it slowly. Then now, bring the movement to a stop. Then stretch your legs out and relax. Once again, experience how the effect has been on your body. What all changes can you experience at the end of lesson 4 that you can experience? Then very slowly turn to one side. And sit up. Lesson 4 is now over. We have some time, so we'll just experiment with some movements and see how somatically you can increase your flexibility. So stretch both your legs out and spread them wide. Now I'll first demonstrate and then I will give you instructions so it becomes easier. You will keep both the hands in front like this, straight. And then, breathing in, you will spread both the hands wide. And then breathing out, you will swing to the right side, try and catch the left hand will catch the right toe. The right hand will go behind, you look behind it. And then you'll bring back, and then you'll bring the hands back to join them together. Okay? Now, there is a breathing instruction to this. There is a somatic variations to this, which you must understand. So there are 4 movements on one side that we will do. The first movement was this. The second movement, I will keep my eyes looking in front. My eyes will look in front, but the body and the face will turn. So when I turn, my eyes are looking from the corner to the right side. My ability to turn will be less. Then I will come back. In the third movement, my face and my eyes, both will look in the front. My ability to turn will be even less than before. And then finally, I will turn once again and see how much more I can turn just by this small variations that I have created. So get ready, spread your legs out. I'll give you instructions as I go along. Keep your hands joined together and go according to your capacity. For example, if spreading the hands too much creates a shoulder pain, reduce it. Don't take it too much. Go according to your own personal conditions. So start breathing out completely. While breathing in, spread both the hands wide. Hold your breath. Breathing out, swing to the right side wherever you can reach. If you cannot catch the toe, it's okay. Turn to the right side, see where you can see now, and hold your breath. That's your point of reference. And then breathing in, come back. Hold your breath, keep your hands in the position. Breathing out, bring them together. Now those of you who want to rest can release the hands and take rest. If you don't want to take a rest, you can continue from there. So once again, breathing in, spread both the hands wide. Now keep your eyes focused in the front, turn to the right side and see how much less you are turning just because your eyes are in front. But the face is turning, body is turning. Then breathing in, come back, hold your breath. Breathing out, bring them together. Third round, breathing in, spread both the hands. Face and eyes both look at the front. Only the body turns. You will turn even lesser than before. Be aware of this. Breathing in, come back. Hold your breath. Breathing out, bring them together. Now last round is repeat of the first and see whether you can turn look a little more at the back. Breathing in, spread out. Hold your breath. Breathing out, swing to the right side and see how much more you can turn now. And then breathing in, come back. Breathing out, bring the hands together. Release your hands. Relax a little bit. You can keep your hands behind you and relax. Now, how many of you could experience a greater turning angle? Give me a thumbs up. Wow. Quite a few of you. Excellent. Now we'll do on the other side. So keep the hands together. Breathing in, spread both the hands wide. Hold your breath. Breathing out, swing to the left side. Turn and look behind you and see where you can see that's your point of reference. Breathing in very slowly, come back. Hands at the level of the shoulder, hold your breath. Breathing out, bring the hands together. And see if you can do this whole movement with your eyes closed, focus on your whole body. Once again, breathing in, spread both the hands wide, hold your breath. Breathing out, keep the eyes looking to the front, only the face and the body turns. See how much less you are turning because of this. Breathing in, come back, hold your breath. Breathing out, bring your hands together. Third round, breathing in, spread the hands wide, hold your breath. Breathing out, face and eyes looks in the front, turn to the left side. Breathing in, come back, hold your breath. Breathing out, bring the hands together. The last round, breathing in, spread the hands wide. Hold your breath. Breathing out, swing to the left side. Now turn behind and see if you can look a little more than what you did the first time. And then breathing in, come back. Hold your breath. Breathing out, bring the hands together. And then release your hands and relax. Now you're going to keep your eyes closed and then you're going to bring both the hands in front of you like this. With the eyes closed, you must position them in such a way that the two fingers, the middle fingers are at the same height, but you should not join them together. You should just close the eyes and bring it like this. When you feel you have positioned them at the same height, then you open your eyes and see, are they really at the same level? And then if they are not, close your eyes, repeat the exercise till you can bring them together. So get ready, close your eyes, bring both the hands in front of your face. Make sure that you're bringing both the fingers at the same level. When you position them at the same level, open and see, are they at the same level? If they are not, close your eyes once again, reposition them, correct the position now, and try and bring it closer to each other in terms of height. Align perfectly, and then open and see have you improved your position. And then one last round. And then relax. Then sit in a meditative position for the closure. Make your sankalpa for chanting mantra Om. I am creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. Take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Rub your hands nicely. When they are warm, then keep them on your eyes. Feel the prana shakti flowing in the form of warmth from your palm into your eyes. Then very slowly open your eyes. Be observant of what colors you see when you open your eyes. Then very slowly release your hands. Hari Om Tat Sat. So have a great weekend ahead. See you all on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we have now completed 4 lessons halfway through with the waging. So on Tuesday, we'll take a small break. We will do what is called a trauma reflex protocol. So we'll be doing trauma reflex protocol. Then we'll repeat the rest of the 4 lessons. After we finish all the 8, then we'll repeat your shoulder exercise once again. We'll repeat trauma reflex once again. And then we'll see what we need to do for the rest of the classes. Okay? So see you all on Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.